twin flame that is going out sad, right? Like they are just, I hear the word humiliated. The same way they could have humiliated you is now how they are being humiliated themselves. So they could have claimed that you were desperate for them, that you wanted to really lay with them and be intimate with them, that you see deep down they were mad that they were in love with you and that they couldn't control what they felt towards you. Everybody's talking, everybody's discussing that ish. How this individual tried to tarnish y'all's reputation. But now people are realizing this individual did that because they always had feelings towards you. They know you're going to be big. Oh yes, they know you're going to be in the Ten of Pentacles. So, karma, that's all I have to say. Well, there's a fallen twin flame that is going out sad, right? Like they are just, I hear the word humiliated. They are just being humiliated left and right. This individual had the potential to be your counterpart, but instead of stepping up and doing that, they chose to go against you and humiliate you. Okay, this individual could have humiliated you to the town, to the community, said some blasphemous things about you, excuse me, but the same way they could have humiliated you is now how they are being humiliated themselves. So let's see here. This individual could have Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, look. Now this individual wants peace. They want a truce. They want potentially a peace treaty, I heard. Some type of contract here signed between you and them that, you know, the two of you won't go at it, or you won't say anything about them and whatnot. If you become big, if you become famous, like you'll never speak about them. You'll never tell your fans, your supporters and whatnot about them. Two of Swords, like that will never be talked about. But this individual, they just want to save face. They know you're going to be big. Oh yes, they know you're going to be in the Ten of Pentacles. They know. Justice, that you're going to have a highly influential position in society. They know this. They know. And somebody like you that's going to have all this leverage, their worst fears. Their worst fears, they are thinking Queen of Swords, like what if you go into this Queen of Swords strength mode and oust them to the masses, to the public, you expose them. Five of Cups, they have been praying to God. But love is called leave it well enough alone, because the town, the village, the community is starting to find out-ish about this person. They're starting to find out-ish. And that all the stuff this individual said about you, it was just them trying to cast some type of judgment. It was just them trying to tarnish your reputation. Now people see the real you, and people that haven't seen the real you, now they're starting to really be at this place at odds where they're like, was this stuff that this man or woman was saying about the collective, was it actually true? Because this individual seems normal to me. You know, that's what some of these people in the town, the village, the community, they're saying. Because this individual tried so hard to humiliate and embarrass you, clown you, to the community, to the village, to the townspeople. You know, this is like the suburbs and whatnot. They could have had a Discord or group chat, you know. And they were talking about you. They could have painted, I heard stalker. So they could have painted you as like you're some type of obsessive stalker that day and night you think about them and you really wish to Knight of Wands, love. I just heard lay. So they could have claimed that you were desperate for them, that you wanted to really lay with them and be intimate with them, that, you know, they could have threw shade at you and said that you were desperate, or they could have posted something on social media, you know, that they get turned off by desperate people. But it's something here like that, where they were trying to paint you like this to the town, to the village. And it was also a way to try to block your abilities to manifest abundance, the devil. This individual was contacting multiple people about this, really trying to, this is like a witch hunt, but deep down, they always were in love with you. You see, deep down, they were mad that they were in love with you and that they couldn't control what they felt towards you. That's why they did this ish, and it's not an excuse. You know, they don't have any excuse for doing this. The way they behaved and how they conducted themselves and what they were doing here, you know, there's no excuse for it. But they really did it because they hated that they could not control what they felt towards y'all. They hated it. To this day, they still love you. Deep down, they know it. This fallen twin, deep down, they know that they love you. They know your divine temperance. And love, now people finding out the truth. Oh, how the tables have turned. You see, you don't have to do nothing. You just keep doing what you've been doing. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to worry about squat. Because people in that town, that village, they're talking about this ish. And they know that this individual has always had a thing for you. They're now realizing it. They're now realizing that this individual tried to clown you, humiliate you, talk all that shit to keep you isolated so that they could have you all to themselves. That's what this town, this community, these people are realizing. Amber, they know this individual's in love with you. They know this individual wants to be married to you. Some of the people in this village, in this community, have confronted and messaged this person about that ish. Message them. Like, are you sure you really feel this way about the collective? Because we're starting to think that you have a thing for them. We're starting to think that you like this person, that you're attracted to them, and they rejected you, and you're butthurt. That's what these people started saying to this fallen twin flame. That's what they started saying. You know, some of you, it could have been a huge fight with this individual and their mother or their father. Like, their parents could have confronted them about you. You know, could even be a thing where their parents didn't want this individual to be with you. But look, now this individual, they don't even know what to do. This individual doesn't leave their house. They don't leave their home. They just go to work. This individual works somewhere in the back. If this is like a warehouse, or maybe this could be a restaurant, they're in the back in the kitchen, you know, in a spot where they won't be recognized and whatnot, but they're trying to stay away out of the public eye. Because now everybody's talking. Everybody's talking, everybody's discussing that ish. How this individual tried to tarnish y'all's reputation. But now people are realizing this individual did that because they always had feelings towards you. Somebody here found the evidence that proved without a shadow of a doubt that this person, oh, confirmation, my throat chakra, that this person was actually in love with you all this time. And now people are calling this individual out left and right. Confirmation, you heard that? That was my throat. And they're calling this individual out left and right. You said all of this about the collective. only for us to now find out that you are actually into this person. So what was the point of you doing all of that and telling us all this stuff and laughing at this person? Okay, these Three of Pentacles energies, they have lit up the tower. They have lit up the tower. This fallen twin flame is up here in the tower. They're being humiliated right now. Everybody is talking about it the same way you were being gossiped about, clowned, humiliated on these discords, these private Patreons, these Telegram groups, these group chats. Now they're all they done kicked out this fallen twin flame. That's the first part. They done kicked this fallen twin flame out of the group. But then the second thing, they're now talking about this fallen twin flame. Now they're laughing at this fallen twin flame. Now they're humiliating this fallen twin flame. Now this fallen twin flame is out here in the tower and in the hermit. All those people that this individual could have been trying to impress, trying to, you know, maybe think that they were cool, like, you know, I'm better and this and that. But now all these people are just like, you know, F off, like telling this individual get lost. And this individual's over here in the hermit. All those friendships, acquaintances, they're all gone. And now this individual is trying to figure out how to go over there to you after they done did that ish. They did that ish. They didn't think twice. That's why they're falling. They fell. They fell like Satan. Fell from glory. And when they fell forever. Now this individual's trying to figure out how to go over there to you because they know, you know, they could have claimed that you were desperate, you were a stalker, but in actuality, they were the ones that were desperate for you. They were the ones that were stalking you. And maybe this is what is now coming to light in these group chats, in these discords and whatnot. Maybe now this is what is being brought to the surface. That this individual was the one that was desperate for you and pining over you, and you didn't want to deal with their ish. That they were the one that was, I heard, walked in, love, somebody in the group chat, somebody in that Discord, that group chat, was over at this fallen twin flame's place and walked in on this fallen twin flame, self-pleasuring to photos of y'all. Baby, when I tell you the ish hit the fan, not only was this individual trying to cover themselves up, but they were also trying to hide the evidence on their screen. On their phone or whatever. They done had the phone or the tablet or the MacBook Air, the photo app opened, and you know how in the photo app you can make images larger, zoom into images. This individual had your image on screen zoomed up or something. This is how you know this is your read if you have social media. This individual had that ish, and they were laying there on the bed or the couch, the love futon, whatever, the love seat, whatever, and they were doing that thing. People were like, whoa, what's going on here? This could have been some type of sleepover. Everybody could have just been hanging out and whatnot for a few days. Six of Cups and the Magician. This individual was self-pleasuring. Notice the High Priestess. Notice how she's dressed. They were fantasizing about you. Someone who they claimed was a creep and a weirdo and a thing of the past. And love with the Magician and the Two of Cups here. I mean, let's just say everybody was talking about this issue. So this individual has been humiliated. They're embarrassed. They're not leaving the house. They're working in the back somewhere, trying to stay away out of the public eye. They have been kicked out of all those discords, those group chats, those telegram groups. They've been removed from those groups, okay, where they were talking about you and maybe other people in the town. And now everybody is talking about them, and they done went outside. They're embarrassed. They don't know what to think. But you see, this karma is coming like, you know, it's coming like that. We have to be really careful. We gotta be careful with how we treat others. You know, forgive this person and let it be. Like, it ain't that deep, you know? People are always gonna talk their SHIT, you know? Like, if you're on social media, then you know, right? You know, when you're on social media, people are gonna talk all kinds of SHIT, so let it be. But we need to move on to the other part of this read, which is that this individual now wants to make a love offer to you. Now they want to commit. And this is what these people in the town, the village, or community are waiting to see. They're waiting to see if the two of y'all get together. Because that will be the moment. I'm telling you right now. Look at this. Look at this ish. This twin flame, they want to get with you so bad. This fallen twin flame, but they know. That's the thing. They know what they said against y'all. And everybody's waiting to see if the two of you pop up. Because if you pop up with this person, a bunch of people are going to be contacting you with the screenshots, with the receipts, with links to the Discord, to the Patreon, to the Telegram group. And they're going to show you, like, look what this clown was saying about you. And we believed them. We believed him. We believed her. This clown fool. And we don't want you to go outside with this person. This is what they were saying about you all this time. It could even be these people may want you to confront this individual. They're waiting to see if the two of you get together. Eight of Wands, the Devil, Spirit saying yes. They're waiting to see, because I'm telling you, the moment that they see you with this individual, they're going to contact you. They're going to give you access to that Discord, that Patreon, that Telegram that they were all talking on. They're going to give you access to that ish. And what is that for? They want you to see, like, look what this individual was saying. They were not just saying it to us. It was other groups they were saying it to. Don't get with this person. Like, people are going to, you know, plead. And I feel like most of you are not going to get with this person. Especially if you know about all of this and everything that happened and how this individual could have tried to tarnish your reputation and whatnot. Yeah, look at this. Magician. The Chariot fell on the floor. Oh, the Page of Swords also fell on the floor. Where'd the Chariot go? Oh, it must have fell underneath the desk, but the Page of Swords also fell. Let me see if I can. I'm outmaneuvered, y'all. I don't think I can pick this up. It's such a cramped space. Ay. Let me get this. Okay. Page of Swords. But the Chariot was there. I don't know where the Chariot... Oh, it landed on its side. Here we go again. This individual doesn't know how to move forward. They're stuck. They want to be with you so bad. So the Magician, they're going to be doing spell work to pull on your energy. Because they want to be with you so bad at this point. But it's like, they know if they get with you and it comes to light, confirmation, there goes my throat chakra. They know if it comes to light that they're going to be exposed, that people are going to go over there to you and rat them out. They're not going to let you go outside because they believed all the lies that this individual said about you. Now they're realizing it was a deception and that this individual was the one that was obsessed and desperate for you all along. So they're not going to allow you to go outside. These people, they have all turned on this fallen twin flame. Oh my goodness, if this ain't the tea that I needed, they all turned on this fallen twin flame. They did. And they're not going to let you go outside with this person. They're going to expose this, this man or this woman to y'all. If you do decide to get with them, they're going to expose them. And this individual knows. So what do you need to do? You need to protect your energy at this time. Protect your energy, because this individual is going to be pulling on you hard. They're going to be pulling on you so hard. Because they want you to be soft when they come in. They want to soften you up, butter you up, They want to get you ready, prepared for when they come in. Make that offer. Oh yes, they taking the slow approach. The Hangman, Four of Cups, yeah, they're taking their time. They're not rushing it. They're also doing spell work to try to keep you single and alone. They feel like they have time, so they're doing their work. But somebody here just needed to know that this individual went outside, and Spirit says yes. Ace of Wands and the World. This individual went outside. They're being humiliated right now. They're embarrassed. You see the World card is a naked person in the Rider Tarot. This individual was naked, and they were touching themselves. They were, self-pleasuring, and they got caught. Knight of Swords. They got caught. Now people don't know what to think about this mess. So, karma, that's all I have to say. It always has to be balanced, temperance. There always has to be balance in these situations. But that was your reading. I wish you love and light. Take care.